Hola, señores, señores. ¿Qué pasa? Hey, how's it going? Hey, I am really excited and we have a big video right here. Ready? We're gonna make some blackened shrimp tacos with a mango pineapple strawberry salsa and some guacamole. So there's a lot going on here. I have a lot of stuff to go over and prepare, so let's get right to it, okay? So, the first thing I want to do is I want to make my salsa, okay? So here I have a mango. I have a video on how to cut up mango, but let's go over it real quick here, okay? So there's this little stem where the stem was right here, okay? There's a seed in here that's huge, okay? So you can't use this whole fruit here as you see it. So we're gonna go where this stem was right here. We're gonna go just about 1/4 inch to the side, and we're just gonna cut straight down. Now look, the seed is right up against that flesh there. So let's do the same thing right on the other side. And there we go. Now there is a little bit more on the side here, but that seed is huge, that seed inside here. So you can cut this off. Now we have, I'm gonna take this is how we're gonna do it for this application. I split that in half, and then I just run the knife right along here, and we're gonna get the fruit out of the skin. See? Cool. So let's get the other one out. So now, for some salsas, you want to have like bigger chunks. For this one, since it's going on our tacos, I'm going to make a little bit smaller chunks, okay? This is so delicious. I would suggest making a little bit more of this because you can use it on some other stuff, like your grilled chicken, grilled fish, whatever. It's delicious, okay? So I want to cut up some strawberries that we're going to put in there. All right, so now we have our strawberry cut up. Excellent. All right, so this other stuff I already cut in the interest of time. So here's some pineapple I cut up into little cubes. Now I have a little red onion here. You don't want to overdo it on the onion. When you're making these fruit salsas, a little goes a long way. You don't want to have big chunks of onion, so I made really small dice, okay? And I have some red pepper, red bell pepper here. Really great in fruit salsas, okay? Now I also have a little jalapeno we're gonna add, like that. Let's cut these off. We just need a little bit off the side there. Did you see how I do that? I just cut one side off. We don't have the seed, so it's not too hot, but it's gonna give that nice jalapeno flavor and a little bit of spice, okay? So now we have that in there. Now we need the juice of 1 lime. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a fork in here and then twist it, and out comes the juice. There's not a lot coming out of this one. So you know what? I'm gonna use a little bit of lemon too. Now the lime is definitely the preferred citrus to use here, but since we're a little short on that, I'm going to use a lemon. Okay, so let's give that a little stir. I also have some cilantro here. You know, not everybody loves cilantro. It goes really well in these salsas, these fruit salsas, and all salsas really. And if you don't like it, you can use fresh parsley. If you don't like the herbs in there, feel free to not use them, okay? So I'm gonna chop this up. It just gives it a nice, bright, crisp, fresh flavor. Look at that, oh my goodness. If you guys can see this, it is unbelievable. Now I'm gonna sprinkle a little fresh pepper in there. That'll make it pop a little bit. Beautiful. Look at that. All right, let's put that aside. Like I said, I have my guacamole, which I made beforehand just to keep this video a little bit shorter. Now, we're gonna have blackened shrimp, right? So we need to make a blackened shrimp seasoning, okay? So I have a little salt here. And then I have some paprika. So blackening, a lot of people get scared because they think, I have some thyme here, that blackening means burnt. It does not mean burnt, it means blackened, right? I have a little crushed red pepper here, some black pepper, a little onion powder. Now, the onion powder and the garlic powder, which is actually granulated garlic, right? So the reason it's called blackening is because some of the spices in here, the herbs and spices, they actually blacken, okay? They don't burn, they blacken. So we're gonna cook these shrimp up with this spice here, and it's gonna be just delicious, I'm telling you, okay? All right, so let's get our shrimp in here. So I already peeled and cleaned these shrimp. All right, that'll be enough for our 3 tacos. Now we gotta get our spice on there. This is our blackening spice, okay? You don't need to use all this. You know, you can save this spice for, it'll keep forever, I'm sure, okay? So let's move this all around. We'll get our blackening season on there. This is gonna be delicious. The onion powder and the garlic powder in there really blacken up really well, okay? Awesome. Now, let's go to our pan. So again, blackening does not mean burnt. What we're gonna do is we're gonna blacken these. We're gonna just cook them so they're like sauteed basically, okay? So let's get a little olive oil into the pan here. Okay, beautiful. You see how it shimmers? That means that the oil's ready. Okay, so let's get our shrimp in. We just want 1 layer. Look at that beautiful stuff. All right, so while these are cooking, I have another pan on the stove here. So what we want to do with this pan is we want to cook our tortillas, right? I have corn tortillas. You can use flour tortillas if you want, but traditional, classical fish and shrimp tacos, we're using corn, okay? So I have my pan that's hot here. Corn tortillas, when you buy them, they're really not cooked, right? So you need to get those in the pan and they're gonna cook a little bit. And it's gonna give it a nice rich flavor. Nice nutty, rich brown flavor. So look, we're gonna flip our shrimp and look at that. You see that perfect? We only wanna cook them for about 1 or 2 minutes per side. Really only like 1. But you see, they're nice and flavored and seasoned, and they're cooking, but they're not burnt, they're blackened, okay? So now, here's our corn tortilla. It's cooking in the pan there. Look, I'm gonna turn the heat off on these guys and let those sit there for a minute while the tortillas are cooking, okay? All right, guys, so we're back. Check this out. We're gonna put our shrimp tacos together right now. So here's our perfectly cooked blackened shrimp, okay? Look, they're not burnt, they're blackened. Those are beautiful, okay? We don't want it to be overcooked either. Now, what I like to do is I like to put a little layer of guacamole down first. If you don't like guacamole, or if you're allergic or you don't want it, please don't use it. It's no big deal, okay? So I like to put this little layer down here so it kind of covers the bottom. And that way each bite has a little bit of guacamole in it. If you try to put it on top, then not every bite, it kind of like you might have 1 or 2 bites with it. So I like to do this because that way you get a little bit in each bite, okay? Now we're gonna take our shrimp and we're gonna get these onto our tacos. Look at these. These are perfectly cooked shrimp, right? Look at that. Let's put 3 shrimp. Look at those. All right. Are you not getting hungry yet? These things are outstanding, let me tell you. All right. Awesome. All right, now we're gonna get our salsa on there. Look at these things. Are you kidding me? Nice. Now I like to put a little bit of cilantro on top of each one. It gives it a nice little, nice fresh flavor, right? Even though there's some in the salsa already. And then we're gonna just take some lime to garnish with. Do a couple of these guys like that. And look at this, let's just keep that simple right there, right? If you want, we could take a little extra guac and put a little extra guac on the side. Look at that. All you have to do now is you could squirt a little lime on, like this, and then you just pick them up and have at it. Look at those things. So I'm gonna try not to get too messy. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions about this, please. I know I rushed through some of this stuff, but I love to help and I love to answer my emails. So let me know. Have a great day today. Adios, amigo.